This job that I applied and interviewed for and didn't get is hiring again for the same position. So I applied again and I directly emailed the two people I interviewed with. Surprise! I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. I decide when this is over.
All right, so this reel is showing someone that's applying to a job online. She doesn't hear back. It looks like weeks go by and she's checking her emails every morning, hoping for something to come out and nothing. And then she's scrolling the job boards again and she sees the same job that she applied for. It got reposted. So here's the part that hits kind of different. They apply again because at this point, it looks like they're desperate enough to try for the same position. They pretty much convince themselves that maybe this time the algorithm's gonna be nice to them. Someone's gonna actually see the resume, see the application, and then nothing. And she's saying, I decide when enough is enough. So here's what's actually happening when you see that same job being reposted. Either the people never filled that position, which means that your first job application was filtered in the first place, or they filled the position and it was just open again, which possibly means that the role has a revolving door. Something's wrong with the hiring process. Something's broken up on their end. Either way, you don't want to be submitting the same resume to the same posting a second time and expecting a different result. That's like the equivalent of being on an elevator and pressing the button harder just to make it go faster, right? And what nobody's telling that person in that reel is that basically it's the application's fault, right? Or it could be the resume. It was not tailored to the posting. There's some keywords missing, right? They have a LinkedIn profile that says nothing to nobody. There's no strategy, right? And I'm not saying this to make anyone feel bad. I'm just saying that the way to fix this is learnable and it doesn't really require you starting from scratch. And you definitely don't need to apply for more jobs. You just got to apply differently, right? So if that reel felt uncomfortably familiar to you, if you ever recognize a job posting that you already applied to and you quietly submit it again for the same posting, you should comment up below because I want to show you a lane where the competition is lower, where the process is transparent, and once you know the rules, the door actually opens. I'm talking about government jobs. And I feel like you've been applying in the dark long enough. So let me help you.